Hello guys, and welcome to a new Steel Division video today by me, Vulcan. Today I have for you a 3 versus 3 on Pegasus Bridge, and in this one I'm going to be playing with the 352nd Infantry. On my team today I have Jagdpanthers and Tanko, who are going to be using the 21st Panzer and the 17th SS Panzer Grenadiers, and on the Allied side we have Gonzo, Liss and Cunny, who are going to be playing the 2nd Armoured French, the 1st SSB and the 1st Infantry. Let's go ahead and get some troops down. I decided to play the 352nd today since I hadn't played them for a while. So I'm just going to have to refamiliarize myself with the division quickly. But I think we're probably just going to start with working out where our defensive positions are going to be on this left side, which is a side I haven't really played on the 3v3 version of Pegasus Bridge for a while. I guess first of all we will need commands. So I'm going to bring in command on this right side, which we're going to place behind that tree line, and we'll have one command go into this tree line as well. I'm then also tempted to bring in the Pack 40 early on. It could definitely do a lot of work on the far left side if I push it into this tree line, but getting to this tree line is actually harder for us than it is our opponents, because they have a road that goes much closer than we do. So that is a bit of a problem. However, from this side of the forest, we can definitely control that. So I could just put a Panzer 35 here and make it very difficult for them to ever cross this area. It would leave the Panzer 35 in a bit of a dodgy position if I ever wanted to use it again. So I think I'm just going to go for the IG-18, and we will have that come up to the left side where I've placed the command as well. Okay, then we're going to need some Osttruppen, so let's go ahead and bring those in. And I'll have one well out wide. Actually, let's not do a Osttruppen out wide, let's do maybe some Fusiliers out wide. That way they can act as an infantry squad but provide that recon information. For the center we're going to need some Aufklärer, so let's bring that in. And we will push them towards this side. It's fine. And I could potentially go for a Pack 40 further back. Not entirely sure. Like if I put a Pack 40 just here, it can fire through the gap in the forest or in the trees here. I think we should just in general wait to use an AT gun, because I think it might get hit by artillery. So instead we'll just invest in a couple of Panzerschrecks that can cover this position. On top of that we are going to need the infantry, so Grenadiers are my best bet. Grenadiers can move for this building well ahead. And I might also place an MG in here. And maybe we could put an MG on the left side here. Yeah, we could just get a couple of MGs down. Really good defensive tools to pin down infantry at range. Also some vehicles do get affected by them. Let's go for a mortar at the start. And I'll just place that into this orchard. And alongside that, maybe the SBW-204 would be good for if I need any AP support at close range. We're going to start relatively defensively. We'll try and find our way forwards with recon. Just got to hope that Jagdpanthers is back, since he did say he was going to go AFK briefly, but I'm assuming that his troops are going to be moving into position regardless. Just in time. So our divisions are pretty strong, but our opponent's divisions are also strong, especially the 2nd Armoured and 1st SSB. The 1st Infantry can be strong if you can't shut down the M5 guns, but due to us playing quite artillery heavy divisions, I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. Like I have SK-18s that can fire at range, I have off map, I've got the FK-18s, I've also got this mortar that's going to come in very handy. I'm tempted to kind of start arting the road. I might do that because it's very likely that a troop is going to be deployed here. Jagdsource placing them at the same place? He is. Okay, let's have my Hubel MG go back the other way then. Oh, that artillery might be spot on. Let's not lose our grenadiers. I'm actually going to use the Hubel MG. Seems like a good idea. This grenadier though is going to have to do a runner. Actually, I need to make sure they're unloaded. Unload the Grenadier. Okay, thankfully that happened in time. Very important that it did. Otherwise, I might have been in trouble. The Grenadiers would have died quite easily. There's no troops on this left side. We've managed to take that unimpeded, which means I might invest into a Pack 40 for this left side. I didn't give them any shift unload orders, which is why they didn't unload where I wanted them to. No idea why the Grenadiers are just going to sit here though. And my Grenadier is dead. That is not good. Okay, we're going to have to replace him. That's okay. Let's move the Panzerwreck back preemptively. But I am just going to have my Jeep zoom down the road, because as soon as this assault team gets pinned, I should be able to surrender it. Okay, never mind. The M4 does have line of sight. I'm going to get the IG to the edge of the tree line. Those on return fire. We're all good for now. And my poor 120mm mortar going to get hit. I don't really have anything that can support this, but I will bring in some AA. If he wants to continue the engagement. I just need to get it into a position that can unload and get some shots off. Okay, let's bring in another one. Making one fall back. Will we stop that other one? Just in time. That was pretty lucky. Okay, my IG should be stopping to engage. We'll let the Fusiliers open up as well. I'm pretty sure I put that on an attack move order. Apparently not. Which kind of sucks. But that is going to open up some room on that left side. Let's just smoke off the Grenadier. And I can probably have the Panzerwreck move in here since these Grenadiers have not been spotted. I'm thinking that I might be able to just sneak on in and get a shot onto the M4. That would be great. And let's invest in that Pack 40. This is pretty a rough start, honestly. On the right side, Gonzo's done a good job so far of getting the better of Tanko in the town. Oh, the Panzerwreck failed to do its job. Can it hit the next shot? It needs to. It might die before it does. Yeah, it did. That is very, very unfortunate. Let's move this MG back. I'm just waiting for that M4 to get close enough. There is no recon here. Start hitting the M4 directly. Maybe that will allow me to get them into a better position. The assault MG on the left's dead, which is good. I'm not entirely sure where I want to put this Pack 40. Just got to keep an eye on that range though. We are starting to pin down the M4. So we may be able to push it quite aggressively. at some point. Maybe I can get into range, who knows. It missed again. I am so unlucky with this shit. Oh, that is unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Okay, well there's a rocket plane. I do have these flak 36s slowly but surely moving up. But yeah, that is very unlucky. And my MG's been taken out. Okay, we'll go for some more Ostruppen here. And I think I'm going to bring in a couple more IGs. Need to make sure that this doesn't deploy well I had originally intended. We can put it in there, maybe take out the M7 DD, that would be good. If we manage to do that, then I'll be in a relatively good spot. The center though has broken open. That is not good at all. What could we do to cover that? I mean, I don't really have anything other than my Pak 40 that can really do the damage. Gonna move my MG over a building. And we'll start arting the assault MGs. Just go for a couple of Panzerjägers, then if they get close we might be able to do something about it. But I'm gonna have to get this upper blitz into position so that I can get this 120mm reloaded. I might have to smoke off in between. Potentially I should smoke off this unit for Jagdpanthers, honestly. But the main reason I'm doing this is so that I can get the Opel Blitz across. Right. So we're going to have the double Panzerjäger in position. And with any luck we might be able to ambush. Let's get the flak 36 to open up there. That is okay. Well, here comes off map, is that? Okay. Not doing too much. I think it's the first infantry rocket artillery. Okay, the M4 has come round. Right, with any luck, we'll actually hit this time. Oh, it's an engine destroy. We do have time to hit it again, so we will. And there we go, M4 finally down. Okay, we'll have those grenadiers start pushing more aggressively. I need to also start targeting these AT guns and the like. Pak 40 should be getting the kill there. Well, there we go, lovely. Right, and since the only thing that we have to challenge in the center is the Stugs, that's probably what I'm going to get. Or I could go for the Marder 2s. or maybe even 88s, because the French, although they do have priests, don't often invest too much into artillery, and it will help us out with AA versus the lightnings and such. So I might just get a couple of 88s to come to the centre. Let's fall back with the Panzerjäger. We'll leave one there to kind of cover its back. Good. Let's move the back 40 over to the right now, just to get that out of the way. We'll start pushing onto this AT gun with the artillery. Good. Oh, nice shooter knockout. That's good. Please get the kill. Or not. That sucks. I mean, best bet now is just to put the 120mm mortar on it. Right, the assault team is going to do quite a bit of damage here. But if the IG continues to hit the assault team, then I should be able to make the surrender, because I don't think they have command nearby. We're in a very rough position.
Halte Ausschau nach feindlichen Flugzeugen. Macht ihnen die Hölle heiß. Jawohl, Herr Kommandant.
Yeah, I've got the 88s for the mid now, which should be able to help us control what's going on there. We'll start arting that GMC. I need to make sure this Panzerjäger's off the main road. Okay. I guess it's Marder time. Oh, hello, off map. Make sure we hit that off map. That off map is way more important than the M4A3. Oh no, the JUA7's going to get shot down. Please, 88s, reload. Oh, that's unlucky. But at least I managed to get the artillery. That artillery would have been absolutely awful for my 88s, so I'm glad I got rid of it. But now we have to figure out a way to kill this M4A3. I do have the Marder on the way, and I could potentially use what was it I was thinking of? This off-map artillery completely distracted me. Some command with the Marder 2 to make it more accurate. Only way that I think I can potentially take it on. I'm gonna probably need a second one. Move the Pak 40 to the left, start picking off some of these AT guns. I'm going to keep pushing with these 88s. It's providing us a base of fire. And we've dropped it back down to only +1 now, which is good. Pak 40 is doing its job. This Air Force is really quite frustrating. Pak 40 is going to get killed off. That's going to make things a lot more difficult on that left side. Guess we'll just have to go for the old Panzerschrecks, and we'll put the Osttrooper and Fusiliers on return fire for the time being. We're going to have to fall back with the 88 if it's going to get artied. But this Grenadier can unload and provide command for the Marder. And the trouble with the Marder that we have at the moment is that we're going to struggle to get line of sight onto this M4A3. Oh yes, the Rheinwerfer might actually clean up this mortar for us, it would be lovely.
Jagdpanzer bereit. Vorwärts, aber seid wachsam.
Just need to move over enough that I can get a shot.
Den Feind hat's zerlegt. Warten auf Luft- oder Bodenziele. Ich höre Hauptmann.
Okay, the Marder's going to be taking a shot at the M4A3 shortly. Nice transmission damage. Okay, now we just got to hope he doesn't hit us. Good. Job done.
Brauchen Sie ein paar Augen und Ohren, Kommandant? Wir gewinnen diesen Krieg.
So if I fall back with a Grenadier, just hold fire. Anything that comes into the tree line I should absolutely wreck.
Jawohl, Hauptmann.
Okay, we're going to have to fall back with the 88s.
Schon unterwegs. Wollen Sie mitfahren?
Or at least the one that's left. And I think I might have this Marder move down to this left side.
Holen Sie das Fernglas raus, ruft's. Hauptmann, Feuerbereitschaft hergestellt. Feuert auf alles, was sich bewegt. Nichts wie raus hier!
Right, at the end of the day, when we go into Phase C, I do have Jagdpanthers, so I should be able to annihilate any forces that are in the center of the map that would otherwise present a large threat. Let's get some more ersatz in here just to cover this area.
Я больше не могу. Vorwärts, zur Front geht's hier entlang.
And we do need to get some supply over to this AA. We'll bring that in. I'm also tempted to bring in another AA because there's just so many Pack 38 or P38, sorry, that I want to start being able to actually shoot them down.
Отделение ждет команды.
Right, let's move forwards with the Panzerschreck because that's the only way I can kill these half tracks without the Marder.
Geschütz überprüft.
Oh wow, the M4A3 straight through the middle.
Führen Stellungswechsel durch. Ende.
Let's move the Marder now to the right side, and we should probably start saving for the Jagdpanther.
Jawohl, Hauptmann. Ah, Zazipili. Halte Ausschau nach feindlichen Flugzeugen.
Gotta hope these rifles don't kill my Panzerschreck.
Brauchen Sie ein paar Augen und Ohren, Kommandant?
We're gonna move them back for now, we're just gonna wait for the rifles to do their thing and come into the tree line. Well, that was a recon squad dead. Nice. That's good. Ah, the IG died. Not good news. I think we have time to possibly replace it, but I think I'm just going to go for the Panzer 4 or the Panzer 35s on that left side. My Marder failed. The large force now in that mid. Not going to be able to afford it on the tick. The Jagdpanther, which sucks. But at least the P38 did get shot down. Okay, so that's why I bought in the extra SDKZ-72. Get some ersatz to just cover this left side. I can spend another 60 points, so that's what we're gonna look at spending. Or if there's anything I really want to buy, I guess I could get a couple of Grenadiers. Do have to be careful with the SDKZ-7 too, actually. Keep that out of the 400 meter range.
Вытащите меня
This artillery is very oppressive. Let's try and pick up the Flak 36 and we'll move it. If we can. I mean, it doesn't look like it wants to be picked up. Okay, time for the Jagdpanther. Got to be very careful here. Because that M4A3 has come through. And it's going to be rocketed. Of course it is. Okay. Well, going to have this infantry spread out regardless. And we're just going to run it towards the tree line. This Pack 43 should probably move up. Give that a little nudge. It is going to get mortared, I think. I need to be very careful here, make sure I have enough for the next Jagdpanther. Kill off the M4A3 if we can. And make sure that we have the Grandführer in here to follow that. I am reliant on infantry command. Bring in another Jagdpanther. Yeah, we're going to use this one to kind of cover the left side against any flanking attempts onto this Jagdpanther. I'm just going to reverse it back and center it a little more. There is a gap there that he can use, so I am just going to fall back for the time being. And if we can get some artillery on this area, then we can take it out. Right, meanwhile, let's have these Panzer 35s move round the edge. We're going to have this anti-air reload. And one of my Panzer 35s got killed. Let's bring in the last Grandführer to accompany the Jagdpanther. Good. This Marder, I'm really hoping it hits the mark. It's got to. Oh, it missed. Okay, it's going to have a second shot. Maybe not. That is pretty bad. Maybe he can get out alive. Who knows? My driver's been knocked out. There is also a King Tiger in the mid that we can use. I guess I can use my bombers to maybe dislodge the M4A3. We do have enough AA, I think. Hope we do.
Dann mal los, Leutnant.
And the A20C should be dead now.
Flak bereit.
And I need to make sure this Marder doesn't drive into that AT gun that's there.
Transportkommando bereit. Flak für Stellungswechsel durch.
Right, let's start pushing more aggressively here. I do need to be careful about this far left side though. What could I do about that? I'm guessing maybe Panzerschrecks for the tree lines are covered by ersatz.
Herr Kommandant. Rückwärts, Marsch. Verstanden. Knallen Sie ab. Bereit, einem Panzer den Garaus zu machen. Gut gemacht, Schütze.
We've got 12 minutes left, or 13 minutes left I guess, to make back almost 2,000 points.
Alles, was sich bewegt.
It's a long way off, that's for sure.
Gut gemacht, Schütze. Bereit für die Jagd. Gut gemacht, Schütze.
Look out AA, it's good. Let's keep the oppression. Do need to be very worried about this left side still, but the Panzerschrecks are almost there. Changing these orders slightly.
Jagdpanzer bereit.
Okay, that is facing already, which is good. Well, the Pack 43 might get the shot in. It missed. Of course it did.
Jawohl, Hauptmann. Feuert auf alles, was sich bewegt.
Oh, that Ryan Werfer has potential, that's for sure.
Wir setzen uns in Bewegung, Hauptmann.
I'm just trying to get into line of sight of this M4A3 right now.
Knallen Sie ab.
Nice.
Bereit für die Jagd.
Need to be very careful with this Jagdpanther. I need some more recon on this left side. Since those Fusiliers died, I've been pretty much blind there. Oh, that smoke. Oh, that's rough. I don't really want to push through it. I guess I could if this was pinned. Maybe we save for the Ju-88 and then push it. Or not. Actually, if they go together, it could work out. This tree line's working against us, that's for sure. Alright, let's just push through. I think that did the work. Just gotta hope there's not another M4 hanging about. Oh, that smoke is gonna be ridiculous. This is when you know you're playing against a good player. It's so annoying. Losing my Ju-87 really like hampered me, but I think I needed to take out that artillery, because otherwise we could have lost a lot of ground a lot quicker.
Jagdpanzer bereit. Wir setzen uns in Bewegung, Hauptmann. Auf geht's. Bei Sichtkontakt Feuer nach eigenem Ermessen.
And what this does allow me to do is maybe get the Panzerschreck into a nice position. I can keep pushing with the ersatz onto this tree line. And we're constantly pushing them out of position, so that's good. This M4A3 I've got to watch out for on my right side.
Jawohl, Hauptmann.
Oh, you are kidding me. What is this AT gun? Looks like it's ineffective. I think it's an M5 gun, it's not firing because it's not strong enough to kill me. Alright. On that left side, allowed both of those Fusiliers actually to get killed before they unloaded. Let's try that again. Make sure this M5 gun's dead. There we go.
Jagdpanzer bereit. Die Gruppe erwartet ihre Befehle. Jagdpanzer bereit. Gute Arbeit, Lichtschütze.
Nice, M4A3 down. That Panzer's wreck. It got killed. I can't believe it. This is nuts. Okay, we're back to 52%. I think we lost too much ground early on. Gonzo ripped through that right side. And it really left us off balance in the middle for a very long time. Gonna try and bomb both of these M2A1 howitzers. Maybe I can get away with it. Who knows? I'm not sure if at this point I really care losing that. Okay, well, goodbye Jagdpanther. Be nice playing with you.
Vorwärts und immer die Augen offen halten. Jagdpanzer bereit. Jawohl. Weihnachten ist der Krieg vorbei.
Could maybe try and make a push through the left side, but I think at the moment, like, we just need to be making more ground in the mid. I've got the Armada here to help out against the M4A2 if needs be. We've got the shot onto the M4A1. That's nice and easy. I could probably push the Jagdpanther forwards as long as it doesn't get side shot by the AT gun. Should be fine. I'm gonna JU-88 this M4A1 or A3. We'll just try and bomb this GMC. That should make it leave that area. Good. Let's have these Fusiliers start running forwards. Come on, Marder. Clean up the M4A3 for me. Been a very difficult game, this. Gunny's played very well. And I couldn't really apply pressure when I needed to. I mean, it is the late game now, and we are coming back, but it's not really quick enough. You know, they're still going to win in 4 minutes, regardless. Which is the biggest problem. The main thing here is just making sure I unload that in range to fire the Panzerfaust so it doesn't unload my other KF-70. That's fine. These guys need to unload, and we need to get a shot off. There we go, internal fragments will do. Okay. It's like that particular unit is going to get absolutely wrecked. Have these start pushing forwards aggressively. I didn't realise these Fusiliers actually are still alive. Oh, there's that. That's the original off map, the 127 mil. 3 minutes left. I guess we just need to spam a bunch more infantry. Who knows where it might get. And I'll also bring in an SK, just so we can start sniping these M2A1s. Maybe I should have done that sooner, counter battery. I think after my 120mm mortar went down, I really did neglect my artillery. But that was mainly, I think, because I needed to invest in an AA, or into AA, to make sure that I could sort of keep the skies clear. Because if I hadn't done that, then the P-38s would have just driven all over me, or flown all over me. And that's really difficult to deal with when that happens. My Armada's doing really well here. Keep running forwards with the Grenadiers. I think I might have the Moorwagen. Stay on the left side. Also tempted to strafe the M5 gun here. Oh, that's a nice Verflammen. Very nice. Gonna open up the way for the strafing run. Didn't quite hit the mark. It's actually pretty good timing for my infantry. That's the rifle leader down. You see the amount of air force that has come in. My poor infantry are going to be unloaded early. Unload those Ostrup, get that Jagdpanther back into the fight. All these Grenadiers have been unloaded already. Bring in the bomber. Gonna bomb this M4A1, allow the King Tiger to get the job done. And that rifle leader, very cheeky. We need more recon here again. 30 seconds left. We are floating a little, but again, it doesn't really matter when it's so late into the game. Didn't even use this artillery piece in the end to snipe those M4s. That's okay. I think there's maybe some stuff we could have done sooner to play around with the ground, maybe on the left side. At the end of the day, the ground lost on the right and mid did set us up for a very tough game. But it was a good game, and I certainly enjoyed it. So, well played by our opponents. And if we look at our KDs, pretty close. 21st Panzer though, Jacksaws coming in with a 3,141 kills to 1,425 losses. Nice KD. Unfortunately couldn't stem the bleeding early enough though. I think a lot of those kills came later on. Jagdpanthers, they paid themselves off, which is good. This one killing the M21, the M4A3, the M4A1, an MGMC. This is easily over 300 points each, so that's good. In the early game, however, you can see the complete lack of kills. And losing the Ju-87, regardless of the fact that I had 2 Flak 36s and 2 Flak 88s on the field, really hurt. But it did overextend to kill the M20 OP, so it is obviously partially my fault, but a bit mistimed with the 88s, because even I think just one shot from the 88 would have stopped the P38 from shooting it down. And with that Ju-87 available, with the amount of AA that I had into the late game, we could have started picking off a lot of those M4s sooner, rather than me having to set up all of these angles with the double Jagdpanther, the Marders and so on. So yeah, there were some unfortunate points throughout that game that did affect the outcome, but I think we did the best in this scenario. I guess there were like quite a few mistakes actually, with the infantry dying before it's unloading, especially early on. Like I forgot to give all of my units the shift unload command, so they were just kind of sitting around and not really doing what I wanted them to, which is not good. But a good game. I definitely enjoyed it. So hopefully you guys did too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.